Okay. Um, Today I'm going to talk about complaining. It seems to be an issue with a lot of people when they're dissatisfied about something. They kind of like complain. It seems like it's everywhere we go. Complaining. People are always complaining about something. But today I'm here to talk about the effects that complaining has and what it really does. Alright, let me just pose a question to you. Do you think complaining solves problems that you have? Okay, let's say to a certain extent it does. But in most instances, it really makes a lot of problems. It causes a lot of problems, in relationships, in different situations and in different scenarios. So you have to start to think about it before you even complain. Alright, let me show you the effects of complaining. Complaining, what it really does, it takes out the energy. It takes the energy out of you. For instance, you have a situation that you have and you start to complain about it. It takes away the energy that you're supposed to be focusing on, solving the problem. And so in that instance or scenario, complaining is going to worsen the situation that you have. Let's look at relationships. Perhaps, a whole lot of people are in relationships, and then, another party is always complaining in a relationship. Do you feel secure in that relationship? Obviously, you ain't gonna feel secure in that relationship because somebody is always complaining, and so in that instance, complaining damages relationships. So you gotta think about it. If you if you feel the urge to complain. If you feel the urge to complain about your spouse, if you feel the urge to complain about something in front of people, you gotta think of the relationship that you're going to affect with your complaining. You gotta think twice before you start complaining. What complaining also does is it makes you blind to the realities that are taking place. For instance, you get something from somebody, and then you feel like it's not worth it. What you're doing, you're blinding yourself to the effort that the person has put into trying to get something for you. You understand? So each time you have that urge to complain, you must think about the other person, what they have done, and what that complaining could do to their life. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like before you even complain, you need to consider the consequences of that, of complaining. All right. I want to move on to what you can do to actually stop the habit of complaining, because to some it's more of a habit. They always complain. They always find something to complain about. I usually, every morning when I get up, I count my blessings, because the circumstances that most people complain about is to do with life. It's related to their life and everything. So if you right, solution number 2 that I have to get rid of your complaining is you want to take the attention off yourself. You want to put yourself in the shoes of the other party or the other person. Another way that you can get rid of complaining is totally to separate yourself from people who complain, because I've seen this habit is more like kind of contagious. More often than not, we complain because of the people that are around us. You understand what I'm saying? Another way to deal with complaining is to be responsible with your own life, to take charge. When you take charge of your life, you complain less about what the other person hasn't done for you. Because most people who complain when it's actually their fault. They're the ones who are at fault. They didn't do their part, and so they expect you to do your part. Last but not least, one of the solutions to complaining, to stop complaining is commit yourself to something. And things better when you do them, when you get involved into these things.